It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He was terrific a week ago, well over 400 yards passing. It's the Chiefs and the Jags, and it comes your way next.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations in high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and did everything in his power to follow through.
A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Hardman on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. The Chiefs at 6 and 2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He's got room at the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Mahomes now on 1st down. And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes, it's Kelsey on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, first and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It seems like we have seen this a lot in his rookie year. A nice tackle for Rice.
The more games he gets under his belt, the better he's gotten. And sometimes you're worried about rookies hitting the wall. Not in this case. This young man runs right through it.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Josh Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 32 yards away. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. The good things are in store here today for them.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we move past the unofficial halfway point of the season. And we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday. Happy early birthday, buddy. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Now left side on the swing pass, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Now Lawrence. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So another interception for him on the year. He is making quite a splash in his rookie campaign.
And most linebackers feel they're lucky if they get one or two of these a year, because once you start getting to 3, 4, and 5, that's when you know you've got a special player and someone the quarterbacks have to account for.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's second down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence, this complete to Jones. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Colin Saunders coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. A dump down to McKinnon. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards remain for second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is now 10-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come upon halftime here, past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Juju Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
On second down, ETN once more.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lawrence.
Caught by Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Frank Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements of going to making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with McCannon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Chiefs are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Screen play. Here's Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it on, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll run with Etienne.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And the trend continues.
The red challenge flag making an appearance. Doug Peterson not liking what he saw there. So Doug Peterson successful there on the challenge, throwing out the flag. A good call. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. The keeper gets him 7 that time, and it'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL at picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
One in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be the last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a late bye next